Let me stop. What's up, guys? I'm back again. I'm back. Yeah, sorry. It's been like a whole month. I didn't post nothing. Look at this. I got my thing back. I'm visiting my family in Florida, so I'm back in Miami right now. The subject for today's video is what I wish I knew before I started hormones, before I started transitioning. However, this video is going to be a little different than my other videos because usually I'm just rambling on and on and on and on and on. And now I have actually other trans guys in my video that can ramble on for me, right? It's not too long. It's just literally what they feel like they wish they knew before they started their transition. So I did post on Instagram, and about 6,000, in between 6 and 7,000 people seen my story, and I only got a handful of guys to actually be in it. So the ratio is it's hard out here, but I am trying to get more trans people involved in my video. I didn't have any trans women at all reach out to me, which my next video I would like trans women to reach out to me to be in this video, because I do want to include every type of person. I want to put this out there that not my next YouTube video, but the one after, it is actually going to be on I'm glad I transitioned because blah, or the most exciting part of my transition is boom, whatever. We're gonna focus on all the positives, right? So if you guys want to be in the video, just make a short clip. Do it under 30 seconds preferred. If you know you got 2 minutes to say everything, you just loved everything, that's fine. Put it in, send it to me. Email it to pabuga@gmail.com, and it will be in the description, so you guys can just click on that and email me. Personally, with me, I agree with everything that these guys are gonna say. I'm gonna talk a little bit about it, and I'm gonna put them in, okay? Because it's already recorded and ready to go. So what I wish I knew before I started testosterone is that I wasn't gonna grow anymore. I was like in my very, very early 20s when I started. So I thought I was gonna grow. I was like, oh, well, people stop growing at, 16 to 18. I'm like, oh, well, I got like 2 years after that, blah, 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 trying to make every excuse. I'm like, oh, sure, I'll start to grow. No, false. If you're short, you're gonna stay short, and it kind of sucks, all right? Unless you do end up taking hormones, when you're in your first puberty stage, because when you transition, you actually go through a second puberty. So, stuff happens. Like you get body hair, you get beards, and, guys get muscles, and girls, they get their little lady figures and stuff. So yeah, I wish I knew that I wasn't gonna grow. Now, everybody's wondering, how tall are you? I'm like 5'1", and I can't even say a half, because I'm probably rounding up to 5'1", but you know what? That's fine. I know I'm not below 5 feet. So this is what these guys had to say about it.
What's up, everybody? It's King Z, and something I wish I knew before transitioning is how annoying packing and binding would be.
Something I wish I knew before I transitioned was how oily my skin would get on testosterone.
So something that I wish that I knew before I started my transition is that patience is key, because a lot of things that you go through, you want it to be faster, even though you know the timeline and everything. I just wish that I knew about patience more. Like, patience is like really key. Like, it's a virtue to have. Like, it will happen. Just give it time. So yeah.
Okay, one thing I definitely wish I knew about before I started transitioning is how painful bottom growth is. Nobody mentioned that at all. None of the groups, nobody I know. I don't know if it was just me, but it was excruciating. And I wish I knew about it before it started.
One thing I wish I would have known before transitioning was the ups and downs when it comes to your blood work. I wish there was a lot more information about your blood levels while on HRT.
So he said, what is one thing you wish you knew before you transitioned? My thing is that I hate needles, and I feel like I wish I knew there was other options of taking testosterone. There's gels, there's this patch that you could just put in your arm. There's just a lot of different ways, and I did not know that. I thought it was just only needles. Nobody ever told me that. So I would always force myself. I forced myself for 3 years taking needles, and what I feel like what cost me anxiety, and to lose control of my anxiety, because I feel like that was one of my something that I hated, something that gave me anxiety, and I would force myself to be like, no, I gotta change, come on, boom. I would just inject myself, and I would just keep on doing it, and not think, okay, what is it doing to me, And honestly, I feel like I don't regret taking testosterone, and all the times I poked myself, and my wife poked me, and doctors. I feel like my anxiety, it just got worse, and like I said, I lost control over it, and I feel like that is still messing me up, I guess, in life, So that's something I will say. If you guys hate needles, don't force yourself. Just helps your mental health too. Try not to do that to yourself. Also, what I wish I knew, another thing was bottom growth. It stops growing, and that's something I really hate about it. I wish it would have just kept on growing, but it doesn't. It just stays about. Mine's about 2-3 inches, I will say. When it's erect, it just 3 inches around there. I guess maybe I could be lucky, I don't know. But I have heard people get actually bigger size. I guess it all depends on your genetics and facial hair and everything. I thought everybody would be having a lot of facial hair. Well, that type of guy only got a goatee around my neck, and luckily some mustache, So yeah, hope you guys like what I...
Remember, everything that we said is our own experience. Just because we had all these things that we wish we knew, it doesn't mean that it's going to happen to you. But seeing as how, these are very, very typical things that happen. So there's a very, 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 very large chance that if you are transgender female to male, that these things would also happen to you, because they're only common things that we're talking about right now. Really, that's all I have to say. Yeah, I just want to thank everybody that was in my video. Their links will be at the bottom. The last guy, he does have a YouTube channel. I am going to put his link in the description as well, because he reviews underwear and whatnot. So I hope you guys like this channel. I'm going to try and have more people on. If you guys get to this, like I said in the beginning of my video, if you want to be in my next YouTube video, well, not the next one because I have plans for that, but my second YouTube video for now, the subject is going to be, I'm glad I transitioned because, bam. So we're not worried about what we wish we knew. Now we're like, I'm glad I transitioned because or something along the lines, just something positive, why you're happy about your transition. All right, you guys. You can email me at pabuga@gmail.com, and I'll have it in the description as well. Thank you guys for listening to me ramble on and on. You guys are great.